Hello, everybody. Sorry for being a little tardy. I was dealing with some shit on Discord because Discord can't have a perm system that makes sense. Apparently, it's not couldn't do that. Makes sense. Who does that kind of thing? Anywho, stuff. Oh, this is good. I have this beer. What the fuck? It's got a fucking raspberry in it. I like weird beers. I just tried this for the first time. Is my audio coming through okay? Is my everything coming through okay? Am I looking good, baby? Because we're gonna fucking read the shit out of My Immortal. Actually, I had to find the place again where we were last time. Last time I have no idea what happened. This story of this whole thing is a huge mush to me. I know that the last time we started, what had happened last time was that Voldemort was having Draco bondage. This is no longer the case. That is all I know. Crabfish, I didn't cut my hair. I paid a professional to do it. Chapter 31. Author's note. I said, shut the fuck up, queefs. Is this like is she trying to say queefs? Because I don't think they mean what she thinks that means. Stop Kalen, Ebony, Mary Sue, okay? Do not even know what's going to happen, okay? So fuck you. Okay, but like right now she's Mary Sue though, right? Yeah, thanks to the BFF Raven. As always. Raven is the best, man. Raven is basically the enabler. This is the person that enables the abuse that is this. Raven is a bad person, is what I'm trying to say. I always knew you were on Voldemort. This is Voldemort is spelled correctly. I always knew you were on Voldemort's side, you son of a bitka. In brackets, Boofy rocks! Exclamation point 111. Sirius said to Snape. This is Serious Sam, by the way. No, I'm not. I'm not. I was teaching them something. Exclamation point 1. Snap clamped. Wait, didn't this happen already? This isn't. I'm pretty sure this. I'm pretty sure this happened already. Let's just go on. I mean, the whole thing repeating all the time is something that happens in this series anyway. Oh fucking yeah! I took some black Voldemort serum out of my pocket and gave it to Severus. He made Snap drink it. Severus and Snape are the same person. Hello, the Neolutionist. Today was payday, so let's engage in a little socialism and distribute the funds. Buy another of those beers, and thanks for furthering the pain that is this book. Can't wait to hear how it ends. Well, my dude, I appreciate the money you're sending me. It's not socialism. You're paying me for something. It's not socialism. If the government took... let's not get into this shit. I might buy another of these beers, actually, so I'd use your money for it. Yours exclusively. It's $10. It's quite a big thing, so thank you very much. Fat German reading Harry Potter fanfic, and I'm watching. I'm a failure. Listen, I'm not even overweight. I just have big pectoral muscles. I do have a bit of a belly, though. It's gotten better. What's the beer called? It's called Berliner Kindle Weiße Himbeere. It's this right here. I'm not sponsored. Let's go on. Yeah. He did angrily. He drank it. Then Luscious took out a tape recorder and started playing it while he did curses on Snap. Then Professor Sinister and Lucian made us get out with them while Snape told his Socrates. Lucian took Vampure and Draco to the nurse after thanking me a million times. Professor Trevolry took me to a dark room. Oh, this is getting... Get abused by one teacher, the other teacher saves you, fucking abuses you as well. What the fuck school is this? Now I was going to go back in time to seduce, as in a shit, Volksamord. Ah, yes! The plot is that now she gets the time turner and goes back in time and has to seduce Voldemort. And now I remember. Moving posters of MCR and Nirvana were all over. Hermione, Darkness, and Willow came too. Bloody Mary gave me a black bag from Tom Ridd's store. What's in the bag? I asked Professor Trevolry. You will see, she said. I opened the bag. In it was a sexy, tight, low-smut black leather gothic dress. Of course. It had red corset stuff, and there was a slit up the leg. I put it on. My friends helped me put on black fishnets and black pointy... Listen, you're a person who uses the word black a lot, so you should probably learn how to spell it. It is actually B-L-A-C-K, not B-L-A-K. Oh my god, Cody, thank you too. Exactly. Pay a bitch. Nothing motivate a hooker more than well-paying corner. That is 100% true. I'll be on your corner, my dude. What's the fucking situation here? Where was I? You took me out, Cody. How dare you? Willow and Darkness helped me put on black eyeliner and blood red lipstick. See, the thing is, I think I normally I think that this me not knowing what's going on with all the characters being in the scene would be because I haven't read this in a while, but in this situation, it's just that it makes no sense. You look fucking kawaii, bitch, Bloody Mary said, which once again, that's, I think, Hermione. Fangs, I said. Okay, now you're going back in Tim. Not time, you're just going back in Tim, which is, it's harmful opinions, said Professor Sinister. You will have to do it in a few sessions. She gave me a black gun, because it's not like you have a wand. I put it in a strap on my fishnets, like in Red is Net Evil with 2 L's. Because Resident Evil is the only franchise that has ever done something like this. Then she gave me a black time turner. This is like the vintage edition. You know how you can get a white PlayStation? Yeah, you can also get a vintage edition black time turner. It's fucking luxury, these people. What do you think happens? Because Hogwarts seems to have all the funding in Britain. What's with the other magic schools in Britain? Did they get no funding? After an hour used, the time turner will go back the year. That's not how it works, I think. Professor Trevolry said. Then she Bloody Mary put a pensive in front of me. Then she and Bloody Mary put a pensive in front of me, which the sentence still makes no sense, but it makes a little more sense. Everyone went in front of it. Good luck. Everyone shooted. Darkess and Willow gave me Death's Touch Sin. That sounds like an STD. That sounds like a magical STD. I'll be honest with you, man. Then I jumped sexily into the pensive. Suddenly, I was in front of Tay School. In front of me was one of the sexiest goth guys I had ever seen. He was wearing long black hair, kind of like Mikey Way long, only black. He had gren eyes like Billy Joe Armstrong and pale wit skin. He was wearing a black ripped up suit with Vans on the ears. It was Tom Bombadil. Who is Tom Bombadil? Alcohol is indeed a solution. Chapter 32. Author's note. I said stop flumming. I know his. Listen, these fucking author's notes, right? Are just the same thing every time. Oh, it's not Tom Bodil, apparently. There was a mistake. If you do not lick the story, then you can go screw yourself. My dude, I fucking love the story. Hi, I said flirtily. I am Ennaby Wade, a new student. I shook my pale hands with their black nail polish with him. Am I just getting worse at reading, or is the fucking what? It's not even grammar and orthography. It's just everything about this is horrible. The name's Tom, motherfucker. He said, but you can call me Satan. That's my middle name. Oh my god. Well, come on, we have to go upstairs, Satan said. I followed him. Hey, Satan, do you happen to be a fan of Grande? Since MCR and Evanescence don't exist yet, then. Also, you know what also didn't exist back then? Fucking Green Day! At least that's what I think. Like, I think, when Dumbledore was young, it was like the 40s. The fucking Voldemort was young, it was like the 50s, I think. 50s, 60s, sometime around that. I don't think Green Day was around in the 60s. Oh my fucking god, how did you know? Satan gasped. I like GC a lot too. Get it? Cause GC did that song I Just Wanna Live that sounded really 80s. No, I don't know at all what you mean. OMG, me too, I replied happily. Guess what? They have a concert in Hogsmeade, Satan whispered. Actually, guess what? They have a concert in Hogsmeade, Satan whispered. Hogsmeade, I asked. What place is this? I know that there's Hogsmeade. I have never heard of this Hogsmeade that you speak of. Yeah, that's what they used to call it in these time before it became Hogsmeade in 2000. Holy shit, she actually, I did the joke, but then she defeated me. He told me all secretively, and there's a really cool shop called hold on a second. I was going to say Hot Topic, right? I mean, it cuts off the world, but why did they change the name of the town from Hogsmeade to Hogsmeade? Why did it change in 2000 if this is the 60s? You understand what my problem is? Topic, I finished, happy again. He frowned confusedly. No, it's called Hot Issue. He smiled secretively again. That was check, just a random check word put in there. Then in 1998, they changed it to Hot Topic. So it is called Hot Topic, he moaned. Oh, now everything was making sense for me, which is ironic because nothing is making sense for me. So is Dumbledore your Prince Pill? Get Prince Pilled, motherfucker. I shouted. I didn't have to shout, I just did. He looked at his black nails. I'm in Slytherin. That was a completely non sequitur answer to a question that was not even fucking asked. OMFG Schmay too. I shrieked. Who is Schmay? I would like to know who Schmay is. Isn't Shmi Skywalker the mum of Darth Vader? You go to this skull. See, it would have been a spelling error to spell school like skull, but apparently it's a joke because get it? Cause I'm Gothic, he asked. Also, he already answered to this question positively. Yeah, that's why I'm here in New, I smelled happily. Don't question it. Suddenly, Dumbledore flew in on his broomstick and started shredding at us angrily. He just had a shredder in his hand and he was shredding paper at you. No talking in the hall. See, it is the 60s. He had short blonde hair and was wearing a polo shirt from American Ogle Outfitters. Stupid goths. Satan rolled his eyes. He's so mean to us goths and punks just because we're in Slytherin and we're not preps. Ah, you poor Nazis. I turned around angrily. Actually, I think maybe it's because you're the Barklord. He's the Barklord. What the fuck? He asked angrily. Oh, nothing, I said sweetly, thereby endangering my entire operation of trying to seduce this human being. Then suddenly, the floor opened. OMFG, I schemed as I fell down. Everyone looked at me weirdly, not the floor that had just opened. Hey, where are you going? I don't think this is a voluntary reaction. The floor just opened, Satan. I got out of the hole it was back in the pensive in Professor Trelawney's classroom. Dumbledum was there. Dumbledore, I think I just met you, I said. Oh yeah, I remember that, Dumbledore said, trying to be all gothic. Sinister came in. Hey, this is my classroom. Wait, what the fuck, enemy? What the hell are you doing? I'm time traveling. Don't you know that one of my other middle names is Marty McFly? Fuck. This is like, I don't think I can. He didn't see that. It didn't happen. Where are we? I looked at her. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. What the hell? How? I screamed, forgetting she was a teacher for a second. But she's a goth, so it's okay. Professor Sinster looked sad. I was drinking Voldemort serum. What is Voldemort serum? Please explain yourself, Story. She started to cry black tears of depression. See, this is the first character that doesn't cry tears of blood. This character cries tears of literal depression. Dumbledum didn't know about them.
That's even though he's such an educated human being.
Hey, are you crying tears of blood? He asked curiously, touching a tear. No, that's depression. Fuck off, we both said, and Dumbledum took his hand away. Professor Sinster started crying again in her chair, sobbing limpid tears. OMFG, Enderby. I think I am addicted to Voldemort serum. I'm addicted to not having to deal with this story. But unfortunately, I can't get my fucking product. Author's note. See you fucking preps, go fuck ur sexes that serus isuts to go to hell. I don't know what I was supposed to see. I'm pretty sure I didn't see it.
Chapter 33. Author's note. I said shut up. It's not my fault, okay? If you don't lick the story, then you're a prep. So fuck you, flamers. Exclamation point. 1, 1, 1, 1. P.S. I'm not updating up till you give me Fiv God Revievs and Distim. I meant it. Exclamation point.
A lot of one. Jesus Christ. Oh my fucking god, I shooted sadly. Should we get you to Saint Mangas, bitch? What? Why is the hospital called Saint Mangas? Is there a Saint Anime's ambulance too? Hell no, she said, using the old Norse way of writing the word hell with one L. Listen, Egogi, I need your help. Next time you go back in Tim, Do you think you could ask Tom Anderson for some help? Sure, I said sadly. I went outside the door. Draco was there. He was wearing a big black GC to shit, which was his Panamas. It's just carrying several. Everyone in this universe is just carrying around tax havens with them at all time. Hey, sexy, I said. How'd it go, Ennaby? He asked in his voice was so sexy and low, kind of like Gerard Gay when he's talking. Gerard Way, actually, not Gerard Gay. I misread that. Fine, I responded. We stared to go back into the dorm. How far did you go with Satan? Draco asked jealously. Not too far, lol. I walked. Not too far, lol. Listen, there is no situation in which you have a serious conversation with someone and you add the word lol. That doesn't work. Will you have to do it with him? Draco asked angstily. See, what a cuck. This woman is a professional. She's trying to save the world. If my girlfriend had to sleep with some bad guy to save the world, I'd be okay with that. Wouldn't be happy with it, but I'd be okay with it. I hopped not too far, I shouted angrily. Then I felt bad for shooting at him. Why'd you do something like this? What is this, America? I said sorry. We Frenched. What happened to Snipe? I growled during French. Why? You will see. Draco giggled mistressly. He opened the door. Snap and Lumpkin words there. Sirius was pokering them by staging them with a black knife. No, please, Lumpkin bagged as Sirius started to suck his blood. I laughed statistically. That's what I did. And then I took over the world and killed every human being that had a shred of taste or decency. I took some photons off him. Just took some of his photons there. Now he's not as easily visible. And Snap Bing talked. Okay, I know this is men, but think about it, people. They are pedos. That's true. They are pedos. And Snap tried to wrap them in New Way Sadists. Rock has one any seen Shrek Attack 3, lols. I have seen Shrek 3. Yeah, actually, I have. We took some of Snipe's blood, then Draco, and I went back to our rooms. We sat on my gothic black coffin. My cloves. Your cloves? What? Were kind of dritty, so I put them on a black leather outfit thingy, kind of like the Sulene has in Underworld. If you haven't heard of it, then fuck you. Jesus Christ, what's with the gatekeeping, man? I put on some black platform high heels. Darko, Donnie Darko, put on Desolation Livers by MCR. Then we started to take each other's closets. You just put them on. Why you take them off again? This is fucking pointless. I talk off his shit, and he had a six-pack. Lols. Shouldn't have a six-pack on his ass. We started to make out lick in the garage. Did you lick his ass? Is that what you did here? Because that's the only conclusion I can come to from this weird shit that you're writing. He put his wetness in my you-know-what sexily. I got an orgy. Ian Ross says taking their photons is how they become so gothic. That actually makes a lot more sense than that. It makes just a lot of sense because they've got dark clothing. Take off the photons, boom, there we go. Oh yeah, Ennaby is having an orgy with one guy. I don't know how she does it. Maybe it's like one of the Doctor Manhattan situation where she can have an orgy with one guy. It doesn't matter. Oh, Draco! Oh my fucking god, Draco! I screamed passively as he got an eructation. I'm gonna Google the word Eric. Hello. Why can I not Why can I not select text on fanfiction.net? What is this gay shit? Apparently, I'm not gonna Google the word eructation. I love you, Ta Ebery. He whispered. I love you, Ta Ebery. He whispered sexily, and then we fell asleep. Lol. Yeah, lol indeed. Chapter 34. Author's note. Shut the fuck up, you preps. Have you ever read the story? Yes, unfortunately, I have read the story. You're probably all just preps and posers, so fuck you. Thanks, Raven, for enabling me to unleash this monstrosity upon the world. I woke up in the coffin the next day. Draco was gone. I got up and put on a black tied sexadrss that was all ripped at the end. There was red corset stuff going up the front and the back, and it came up to my knees. There was a slit in the dress like Mr. and Mrs. Simth. You know, the classic Mr. and Mrs. Simth, where two professional killers, uh, or should I say, two professional clillers. Okay, no, that doesn't work. I pot on ripped black fishnets and black Stilton bow oats. Suddenly, Zorius cocked on the door, which I think he knocked with his cock. I opened it. How did you know? How did you know it was Zorius before you opened the door? Is his knock so distinctive? Hi, Ebony, he said. Guess what you have to come Professor Sinister's office? Okay, I said in a depressed voice. I wanted to fuck Draco or maybe lessen MCR or Evanescence. Why would you want to lessen them? I thought you liked them. I came anyway. Well, so what the fuck happened to Snipe and Lupin? I said. I asked Sorius flirtily for no reason at all. I fucking tortured them, he answered in a statistic way. How does one speak statistically? They're in Abkhazian now. Lol. I laughed evilly. Where are Draco and Vampira? Which is apparently Harry Potter got a sex change. I muttered. They're excused from school today. Sodomize, moaned Sex. They are excused from school today. That's how he moaned sexily. Right now, they are watching The Nightmare Before Xmas. We went to the office. Professor Sinister was there. She was wearing a gothic black dress that was all ripped over it, kinda like the one Amy Lee lays in this pic. Is Amy Lee wasn't Amy Lee some sort of serial killer? HTTP. Okay, yeah. She was drinking some Vox here. I don't give a shit. She took out the pensive and the time torner. Enemy, you will have to do another session now. Also, I need you to get me the cure for being addicted, she said. Good luck. Thanks. And then I jumped into the pensive again. Suddenly, I looked around. It was the Great Hall, eating Count Chocula. It was morning. Not as in morning, but as in morning. I was sitting next to Satan. On a table was a tall Gothic man with long black hair, pale skin, and blue eyes, wearing a suit and black Converse shoes. That's a French thing. He looked just like Charlene Manson, like Charles Manson, like the serial killer Charles Manson. I noticed he was drinking a portent. Who's he? I asked. Oh, that's Professor, and I'm not making this up, Slutborn. as in born of a slut. Slut as in promiscuous female. Can't make this shit up. Well, someone made this shit up, so apparently you can. He's the portents teacher, Ebony. Well, now, the first thing he'd have to teach me is what the fuck is portents? Yeah, I asked. Did you know that Marilyn Manson is playing in Hogsmeade tonight? Oh, is it suddenly after 2000, is it? And they're showing The Exercise at the movies before that. Yeah? What are you, suddenly from Minnesota? Well, want to go to the contort and the movie with me? Chapter 35, Ghost of U. Author's note. Thanks to Susie for the idea. You rock. Fuck off preps. Thanks to Raven. P.S. I'm going to end the story really soon, so fuck you. Well, I hope you end the story really soon because I don't know how much more of this I can actually take. Oh yeah, and if you know any Gothic names, please tell me because I need one too serious one fangs. Well, if you hadn't given all characters like 12 names, maybe you wouldn't be running out of names. I went into the conman room, thinking of Satan. Suddenly I gasped. Draco was there. Is he a conman? Are you a conman? What's going on? Am I being conned of my valuable lifetime here? I grasped. He looked as hot as ever, wearing black leather pants, a black Lonken Prack t-shirt, and black eyeliner. Draco, what the fuck are you doing? I gasped. Huh? He asked. Then I remembered. It wasn't Draco. It was Lucan. He still had 2 arms. That's just a very important thing to note at all times, how many arms a character has. You know how when you read Game of Thrones, in every chapter George R.R. Martin reminds you that Jon Snow does indeed still have 2 arms? Very important information. I would have assumed, because that's what's normal, that people just shed their arms in between times that you meet them. So it's very important to note this. Ben Clark, I was going to jump off a cliff near my flat tonight. Thanks for giving me a reason not to. Sorry for bringing the mood down. Holy shit, dude! Thanks for not jumping off a cliff, and also thanks for £30. That's actually, the pound is a lot more valuable. No, it's not a lot more valuable, but it's a bit more valuable than the euro. So that is some good food right there. Thank you very much, my dude. And holy shit, I'm very glad that you're not jumping off a cliff. But I have to say, I'm not going to make this stream again tomorrow. So don't jump then either. Don't do it. Don't jump. If you need to jump, if you feel like you need to jump, get on my Discord server and get in the I Need Help channel. It's always open for exactly situations like this. People are gonna help you. And don't worry about bringing the mood down. I'm always here to prevent a nigger from killing himself. Where the fuck were we? Oh, hi, Lucian, I said. I'm Ebony, the new student, lol. We shook hands. What is this lol you speak of? Are you from the future? Yeah, Satan told me about you, Lucian said. He pinted to a group of sexy gothic guys. They were sitting in a corner cutting. It was serious. Vampire's dad and Snap. All of them were wearing black eyeliner and black good Schwalute band shirts. Listen, I'm in a goth band with those guys, he said. We're playing Fortnite, actually 2 night, at the Marilyn Manson show as a backup. Oh, really? I asked. Yeah, he said. We're called X Black X Tier X. That is the actual name of this band. I play the gutter, the famous instrument, gutter, where you do things like heroin needles and empty beer bottles and burning trash cans. Spartacus plays the drums. Oh my god, is it the Spartacus? He said, pointing to him. Snap plays the boss, and James plays the guitar to even for we call him Samaro after Samara in the ring. Not Samara, the city in Russia. Actually, I think Samara's in Kazakhstan. But no, Samara in the ring. Hey, bastards, I told them when they gave me Death's Touch Sin. Oh, so they gave you the same FCD again. I suddenly gasped again. But don't you have a lead singer? I asked. Lucian looked down sadly. We utzed, but she did. Now, I know what this sentence means, but I'm not going to explain it to you. She contempted suicide by slitting her wrists. She only contempted it, though. She didn't actually do it. Maybe she should have done it. Oh my fucking god, that's so fucking sad, I gasped. It's okay, but we need a new lead snigger. Okay. Samaro said, well, I said I'm in a bnad myself. No, you didn't, actually. Really? Asked Snap. I couldn't believe it. He used to be gothic. He's still gothic in Harry Potter. Literally, Snape is the only gothic character in all of Harry Potter. Yeah, we're called Bloody Gothic Rose 666. No, you were called something completely different a minute ago. Do you want to hear me sing? No. Yeah, said everyone. You liar. So the guys took out their guitars. I thought one of them played the gutter. Is a gutter a type of guitar? Bled. They began to play a song by, get it? Because by guys are so sexy, Gurnday. No. A moose gave me $5 Canadian. Buy some tofu and lentils, please. Here's $5 Canadian, which is 2.8 pounds. No. I will not buy tofu and lentils, but I appreciate your Canadian dollars. I will buy other things with them. And thank you again, Ian Ross, for your $2 now. You have a theory. Borat was actually the author. You know, this makes more sense than it should. But thank you, all of you, for the dinero that you're giving me. This is greatly appreciated. The Borat video wasn't demonetized, but it took like a couple days to get monetized, and now it's barely getting any views anymore. Before I had this thing where I would upload and I would put it, it would be instantly demonetized. I would request a review, and it would be instantly monetized. But with the Borat video, that didn't work. Hopefully, this doesn't become a standard thing. Okay, let's go on, shall we? I walk this empty street on the ball of rad of broken drums. I sang sexily. I'd not own the lyrics to that song. Well, you didn't write the lyrics to that song in your short story either, so I don't think you have much to worry about. Everyone gasped. The New Illusionist, very nice, great success, Raven. Thank you, Raven, for that. Thank you for helping me with this. It was a success. You have basically ruined my life. Enopby? Well, actually, I'm making a lot of money off this. Will you join the band? PLZ exclamation point 1, begged Lucian, Samoro, Sirius, and Snap. Okay, I shrugged. Are we going to play tonight? Yeah, they said. Okay, I said, not that I cared, but I knew that I had to get a new outfit. I walked outside wondering how I could go forward in time. Well, here's the thing, right? You always go forward in time. You can't not go forward in time at all times. Suddenly, someone jumped in front of me. It was Morty McFly! What the fuck? What? He was wearing a black Bnad t-shirt and black baggy jeans. Hold on, right? I thought this was an Evanescence and Harry Potter cross fiction, and now it is also a what? Back to the Future is also in the. This is a Harry Potter Back to the Future Evanescence crossover. I'd say every day we stray further from God, but this happened over a decade ago. How far away from God are we now? What the hell are you doing here? I asked. I'm asking myself the same thing. I will help you go froward in Tim, Ennaby, he said seriously then. He took out a black Tim machine. I went in it and had suddenly I was forward in Tim. Glad we cleared that up. I'm gonna get this beer. This is actually from the same. Is actually another strange. Another strange beer that I found. This one is with Woodruff, which is a thing that everything is flavored with Woodruff in Germany. But strangely enough, nations that aren't Germany haven't really begun to appreciate just how delicious Woodruff is. And it's very difficult to describe this stuff. I was actually in an ice cream shop in Spain, and they had a delicious ice cream. It's San Remo in Can Picafort on Mallorca, and they make very, very good ice cream. And they had a WhatsApp ice cream, and it tasted like Woodruff because the rest of the world just doesn't know what the fuck Woodruff is, but it's delicious. Hi everyone, there seems to be some confusion. I just logged into my account for the first time in about 5 years, and I realize I'm still getting reviews and PMs regarding this fic. I am not the author of My Immortal, and I never intended for it to seem that way. If you look at the first chapter called Intro, I wrote my preface that obviously I did not write this. Hold on. It's not over. My Immortal was well known on the internet as the worst fanfiction ever written. There was much speculation as to whether it was written legitimately or for trolling. The author being mysteriously likely fake Tara Gillespie, I reposted the story because there wasn't a good version on this site at the time. So I will repeat once again, I, XX Midnight Essence XX, did not write My Immortal. Well, you certainly have the username for it. Well, Jake, send me some money. Maybe then I will notice you. I'm getting vain. Thanks. Have a great day. One last thing. I just saw a PM with someone letting me know there were a significant number of death threats in the comments. I'm glad I didn't see those when I was 13. Please don't do that, even to people who are actually bad authors. You know, I kind of agree. Oh, it's not over yet. I am happy to announce it's not over. Oh, this is good. That's a good beer. Chapter 36. I said stop flamming, okay? I bet you're a probably old 70 years old. I'm not, but you know. Please poultice us, you're a preb. Oh yeah, and thanks to Raven for the help. Have fun in England, girl. I too would like to go to England one day. I lurked around in a depraved way. Suddenly, actually, there's a lot of X's, a 666, and then more X's before this, but I just didn't read those out loud. Suddenly, I saw Professor Sinister, B. Bloody Mary, Socrates, and Draco, because everybody knows Socrates was Gothic. Draco, Vampire, and Willow were there too. OMFG, Saurius, I saw you and Samaro and Snip and everyone. I can't believe Snap used to be Gothic. Again, Snap is still Gothic. England is my city. England is my city. Thank you, chat. Fuck me. Yeah, I know, Sirius said sadly. Oh, hey there, bitch, Professor Trilovry said in an emo voice, drinking some Volksamort serum. It's time for rehab. I don't want to be the one to say this, but I think it's time for rehab. Hi, Fooker, I said. Listen, Satan asked me out to a gothic cornet and a movie, so I need a sexa new outfit for the date. Also, I'm playing in a gothic band, so I need an outfit for that too. You're getting. I'm not gonna get into this. Oh my Satan, get it, lol? Because she's gothic. Is this now Voldemort that you're talking about? Gasped B. Bloody Mary. Want to go to Hot Topic to shop for your outfit? OMFS? Let's have a group cutting session. Let's have a group cutting session, said Professor Trevolry. I can't wait for that, but we need to get some stuff first, said Willow. Yeah, fucking business before pleasure, innit? Yeah, we need some portions for Professor Trevolry so she won't be addicted to Voxamort serum anymore, and also some love potion for Enemy, Darko said resultantly. Well, we have potions class now, Willow said, so let's go. We went sexily to potions class. But Snap wasn't there. Instead, there was, and this is probably my favorite name in this whole series yet, Cornelio Fuck. Literally, this man is Cornelio Fuck. Like, this is actually written correctly. Hey, where the fuck is Dumbledore? Draco shouted angrily. Why would you expect Dumbledore to be in Snape's class, you fucking idiot? STFU, said Cornelia Fuck, who just like this got a sex change. He is in Azkaban now, with Snip and Lupin. He is old and weak, he has cancer. And as everybody knows, Azkaban is a hospital. Now do your work. My friends and I talked angrily. See, it didn't do your work. What are you gonna do? Yeah, I'm gonna have to send you to Azkaban as well, you fucking undisciplined children. We're gonna have battle royales. What's gonna happen here? Can you believe Snap used to be gothic? Vampire asked surprisedly. Yes, I can. It's really easy for me to believe this. Please move on. That's it, Cornelio Fuchs shooted angrily. I'm getting Professor Bridge. Well, you should be getting Professor Checkers. Jurica Saponja. Which one do you like more, Swabistan or Bedenistan? I've been to neither. Thank you for the €5. I have actually been to neither, but I think I like Swabistan more because the people there just don't give a shit about anything at all. But thank you very much for the €5. That's actually good money. That's actually €5. If you don't know this, is actually €5 in euros. He stomped out angrily. My friends and I began talking again. I began to drink some blood mixed with beer. Suddenly, I saw Hagrid in the cupboard. This is a big cupboard if Hagrid fits in there. What the fuck is he doing? I asked. Then I looked at Draco. He was wearing tons of eyeliner and he looked sexier than ever. What, Hagrid? Suddenly, Hagrid, what the fuck are you doing? He shouted. I looked around. Hagrid was putting something in my glass of blood. Darko and Vampire started to beat him up sexually. I'm out of jokes at this point. God, you're such a poser, I shooted at Hagrid. You know, that's just regular poser behavior. You put shit in people's potions. Suddenly, I looked at what he was putting in the blood. It was amnesia potion. I wish I could have some amnesia potion so I could forget all this. Chapter 37. Okay, everybody, I'm gone on vacation on the 1st of July. So I'm either gonna end the fic or update it in weeks. Thanks. Oh yeah, and prep stop flaming the story. Yeah. What is your vocation, though? I hope it's not writing shitty fanfiction. Though, to be fair, you are very good at writing shitty fanfiction. Once again, there's just a bar with a lot of X's, 666, and then more X's. Darko's point of view, lol. You know, it's the same thing when, you know, those chapters in A Dance with Dragons that are written from the perspective of Barristan Selmy? That also says the Queen's Sword, lol, at the beginning of the chapter, because George R. R. Martin is a man of culture. Vampire and I enchained High Hagrid to the floor. Oh my fucking Satan, Enderby said. She was so hot. Maybe I could use amnesia potion to make Satan fall in love with me faster. How would that work? Like, no, how would that not be extremely counterproductive if you were to erase any sort of material of memory of a meaningful relationship that you all have already had with each other? So it would take you longer to have him fall in love with you. Why? What are you fucking? But you're so sexy and wonderful anyway, Tata, said Vampire. Why would you need it? To make everything go faster, lol, said Enderby. But you won't have to do it with him or anything, will you? I asked jealously. OMFG, you guys are so scary, said Brittany, a fucking prep. This is the wish fulfillment, right? These gothic people think that they're being scary, but really they're just being cringy. Shut the fuck up, said Willow. Okay, well, anyway, let's go to Professor Trelawney's room. Maybe she's doing more Voldemort serum. Draco, Ebery, and I went to Professor Siniator's room. Professor Sinister wasn't there. Instead, Tom Ridd was. Oh, hi, fuckers, he said. Listen, I got some cool new clothes. I took out the clothes from the bag. It was a gothic black leather miniskirt that said 666 on the back. Black Stilton boots, blood red fishnets, and a black corset. Hold on. This is supposed to be Draco's perspective. OMG, Fangs, I said, hugging him in a gothic way. I took the clothes in the bag. Why would you take these women's clothes? Okay, Sinister, isn't here. What the fuck should we do? Asked Draco. Suddenly, it's no longer Draco's perspective. This was supposed to be his big hour of the fucking day. You're taking this away from Draco. I will never forgive you. Suddenly, he looked at a sign on the black wall. Oh my fucking Satan, I screamed as I read it. On it said everyone said Professor Sinister was away. She is Gothic, so she is an Ascarbian now. Apparently the Gothics are getting pogromed. Classes shall be taught by Dumbledore, who is back, but he shall not be principal for now. Sincerely, Professor Rumbridge. Personally, right, I've always preferred Professor Vodka Bridge. But hey, I'm no expert. OMFG, I shouted angrily. How could they do that? I don't understand either. Suddenly, Dumbledore came. What the hell are you doing in my office? He began to shoot angrily. Suddenly, I saw Morty McFly's Black Tim machine. I think the word time has not been spelled correctly once in this entire fanfiction. I jumped seductively into it, leaving Draco and Vampire. Suddenly, I was back in Tim. I looked around. I saw Professor Slatborn's Ephes. I sneaked around. Suddenly, I saw the amnesia potion on his desk. It was black with blood red pentagrams in it. It was the shape of a cross. I put it in my pocket. So, aren't you a vampire? Suddenly the door opened. It was Professor Slutgorn. Sitor asks, what's this nonsense then? My dude? No, but nobody actually knows. I don't think the author wrote this knows what nonsense this is. But thank you for the five euros. I will hold them dearly in my heart. OMG, what are you doing, fucker? He shooted angrily and didn't know what the fuck you're doing. I shooted angrily. Oh, sorry, I was just looking around because I thought it was class. You said finally, hoping he couldn't see the potion in your pocket. Why me? I didn't do anything. Okay, you can go now, said Professor Slutborn. You went to the conmen room after putting on my clothes. What? Why am I involved in this? I don't want to be involved in this. Silas, Samaro, and Snap were there practicing Vampires Will Never Hurt You by MCR. Oh, hi, guys, I said seductively. Where's Satan? Oh, he's coming. As in, coming, said Sirius. By the way, you can call me Hades now. Suddenly I'm Greek. Suddenly Satan came. He was wearing a smexy black leather Jackson, black Congress shoes, and a Slipknot t-shirt. As in not Slipknot, but Slipknot. Don't slip. If you wear this t-shirt, you don't slip. It doesn't matter how wet and slippery the floor is. You don't slip. Ever. It's magic. And a black tie. He's wearing a t-shirt and a tie. A t-shirt and a tie. I did a Q&A, Moose. I did a Q&A for my birthday, which was a couple months ago. Okay, I will see you guys at the concert I sent. And then I went with Satan. Chapter 38, author's note. What does everyone think if I end the story and then add some more after vocation? Listen, you can't end a story and then add something after your vocation. That's not how that works. Oh yeah, and prep, stop flaming. If you blah blah, if you don't like my quiz, then you will see. If you're gothic, I will fuck your grandmother. Satan and I walked to his car. It was a black car with pentagrams all over it. On the license plate said 666, just like Draco's car. I went in it seductively. Stan started to drive it. Apparently Stan is the chauffeur. We talked about Satanism. Lol, he was named after Satan. You know, like Christians like to talk about Jesusism. Cutting, music, and being gothic. Oh my Satan, Gerard is so fucking hot, Volksamort agreed as we smoked some weed. Yeah, I should. I actually have weed here. Holy shit, dude! 14 euros and 88. Any chances that he will take part in internet blood sports in the near future? I have. Thank you for the 14 bucks 88. No, but seriously, thank you for the money. It's a good amount of money. It's really, really good amount of money. It's a good amount of money. I can basically live off that for a whole day, like completely, all expenses covered. I'm not sure what even is internet blood sports, but nothing that comes out of it actually seems to be in any way, shape, or form not drama. And I personally don't like to involve myself with drama because I think my time is more precious than that. I will have discussions with people. I would go on streams and all that, but I don't know, like a wrecked boy stream. I don't know. I might do it. I might not do it. Like I have a pretty busy schedule. It would highly depend on how I feel that day. And I'd probably not be too interesting in there. I mean, I might drink a lot and then shit all over everyone, but I would always try to be a voice of moderation. Though I say this, probably wouldn't be. I can become a real asshole when you piss me off. Some people on my Discord server can attest to this. So who knows? I don't think I'm going to be part of internet blood sports anytime soon. I may in the future. I'm not generally too interested in it. But thank you for the money. Where were we? Lol, I totally decided not to commit suicide when I heard Helena, I said in a flirty voice. Well, a man decided not to commit suicide today. So, because of this fanfiction. So, really, at the end of the day, you did something good for the world. Hey, Satan, do you know the cure for when people are addicted to Voxamort Serum? Well, he thought, I think you have to drink vampire blood. Well, that was easy. Suddenly, Voxamort parked the car behind a black movie theater. Satan and I walked outside. We went into the movie tether, and they were showing The Exorcist. Not like as an exorcism, as an exercise. There's a movie about a bloke who goes to the gym a lot. It's basically Joe Rogan, the film. In it, a boy and a girl were doing it. Suddenly, a serial killer came. Lol. Yeah, indeed. This is the spelling mistake that people use as a joke. Cereal, as in breakfast cereal. Satan and I laughed at the blood because we're sadists. I didn't know cereal bleeds. Didn't know that was something that happened. While Satan was watching the movie, I had an idea. I took Satan's gothic black Nightmare Before Christmas cigar, sexily, from his pocket, and put some amnesia potion in it. First of all, why does this man have a Nightmare Before Christmas cigar? What? How can you be a man of such class and still be gothic? I put it back in his black Emil and the strange bag. Satan turned back around and started to smoke it. A black clouds with red pentagrams in him started to fly around everywhere. Now, I give this fanfiction a lot of shit, but that's actually kind of cool that you smoke like a cigar, and then like red pentagrams of smoke automatically form. I have to say that is actually pretty cool. I'd like to have that. OMG, Satan said, jumping at. I gasped because I was afraid he'd noticed. Enemy, guess what? I knew the amnesia had worked. How do you know this? Amnesia potion has not been invented yet, so it will not work, he said. Too bad, because I wanted to use some on you. Does this person not know what amnesia means? Is that what's going on here? I've lost the plot. Cool. I raised my eye suggestingly, and then he took off my clothes sexily, and we started to make out. I took off his shit. This person has a feces fetish. He had a six-pack, just like Gerard Way. We Frenched. With the shit in and around your mouth, and then okay. Excuse me, but are you going to you're going to have to leave? Shooted the lady behind us. She was a yeah. What a total mood killer. This prep where you just randomly your friend starts smoking a cigar in the movie theater, and then he takes his clothes off, and you start fucking and eating each other's shit, shitting in each other's mouths, and then kissing with the shit. And this woman has the audacity to demand that you leave. What a prep indeed. I am outraged. This is grossly offensive. Oof. Fuck you, I said. I'm saying this as well. Suddenly, I attacked her, soaking all her blood. Disgusting. No, she screamed. All the preps in the theater screamed, but everyone else crapped because Satan and I looked so cute together. What's with this person's shit? Satan and I started to walk outside. Zomg, how did you do that? Voldemort asked in a turned-on voice. I'm a vampire, I said very matter-of-factly as we went into the car. Seriously? He gasped. Yeah, seriously, I said, drinking some beer. And did you at least brush your teeth after having Satan's shit in your mouth? Satan started to drive the car. I smelled happily. This can stand on its own. It's too bad we didn't get to see the rest of the movie, don't you think? Well, you were fucking killing everyone. You could have just stayed in there. Yeah, I said as we kissed passively. Yeah, that sounds exactly what the thing you would say when you were kissing passively. Satan parked in a blank driveway next to the place where Draco and I had watched GC for the first time. We went inside where Marilyn Manson was playing and started to mosh. Lol. Anti-people would have gone too far, Jesus Christ Superstar, screamed Marilyn on the stage. We did the devil fingers. I started to dance really close to Satan. He was so schmecksay. He looked at me all emo, with his gothic red eyes, and he looked exactly like Mikey Way. I almost got an orgasm, and that without any fecal matter in or around your mouth. Suddenly, Marilyn Manson stopped singing. I would like to peasant. X black X tier X exclamation point 1-1, he said. I ran on stage. Lucian, Samaro, Snap, and Hades were there. They started to play their instillments. I got on stag. Well, if I wanted... Well, if I wanted honesty, that's all you had to say, I sang. I did not own the lyrics to that song. You know what? I don't know the lyrics to that song. My voice sounded like a pentagram between Amy Lee and a girl version of Gerard Way. What? Everyone clapped. Satan got an erection. I'm not, okay? I sang finally. Suddenly Lucian started playing the song Wrong by Miss Stuck. Thank you for the... what is that currency? Thank you for your 40 whatever the fuck currency that is. That might be... is that rupees? Is that rubles? Have some of my Google shill money. Well, thank you. The prr32. I will take your rupees. Gladly. Thank you very much for that. That is a fascinating symbol for money. I'll have to Google that later. I'm getting paid in rupees. What a beautiful world we live in. OMFG, yielded James. What the fuck? Because, it's not like the show must go on. No. Once some person does the slightest mistake in your band, you must immediately stop playing and harangue them over it. Whoops, I'm sorry, said Lucian. You fucking asshole, James shouted angrily. You guys are such preps, Snap said. Come on, it was a mistake. See, Snap knows. Snap understands. Yeah, it's not his fault, said Sirius. No, he ruined the fucking song, yelled Samaro. Oh, you guys stop, I shutowed angrily, but it was too late. They all began to fight. Suddenly, Samaro took out his knife. Should have maybe taken that off him because before you let him into the venue. Should have maybe done that, but OMFG, no, shouted Lucan, but it was too late. James tried to shoot Hover. I would just like to point out at this point that I have a novel that is still years away, right? And there is a character in that novel whose name is Lucan. And it has existed for longer than I have seen this misspelling of the name Lucian into Lucan. I just want it to be on record that if this book ever comes out in maybe 8 years or something, that's what I expect it to come out at. Because there's a lot of projects that I have to finish before I even start with that shit. I did not steal the name Lucan from this shitty fanfiction. And then I jumped sexily in front of the bullet.
What bullet? Why is there suddenly a fucking bullet involved, you cunt?
Judika Saponja, once again, did you celebrate Annie's birthday today? Thank you for the €2. No, I didn't. Actually, I found out today that today is Adolf Hitler's birthday. I wrote a Hitler script today. And also that Adolf Hitler was born on 420. 420, I do celebrate. That's why I have green beer.
Blaze it, my dudes.
Where was I? No, yielded everyone, but it was too late. Suddenly everything went black. Chapter 39. I am a trolling genius, lols. Is this the admission? Disclaimer. I do not own the HP series, and I am not the real XX Bloody Wrist 666 XXX. Hold on. What? Author's note. I am an extremely immature, pathetic idiot girl, I know. Out of boredom, I cracked this girl's passy for fun, and took less than 8 minutes to do so. And will probably get in a shitload of trouble, which I probably deserve because I'm being a troll right now. Meh. What an edgelord. And I present to you my crappy part of the story. And take note, I haven't even finished reading this fic yet. Oh, I am so diabolical. But instead, skip over to skim chapter 38. Flame, laugh, do whatever you want, perhaps. I, the American retail-wearing British vampire Sue, coughed up blood. Satan kneeled down beside me. No! Don't die! I gave him a rueful smile. I am sorry. It's something I had to do to fulfill my duty as the noble Gothic Mary Sue. I like how she speaks in rhyme now. Satan sobbed. I love you, Ebony. I love you too. I'll see you in hell, I mumbled, already finding my surroundings fading to black. Bloody Mary Smith suddenly popped into the room for no apparent reason. She frowned when she realized the room was oddly quiet, but at the sight of Ebony's lifeless body, she screamed. Her face became pale with horror. She screamed for the healers, Dumbledore, MacGoogle, and every single Gothic person she could think of. Suddenly, a glow started to surround the body of Ebony. Everyone stared at it in shock. Her body started to lift ever so slowly, and then, to everyone's shock, it started to incinerate. When everyone realized what was happening, they rushed over to try to rescue the body, but it was too late. The Sue became nothing more than a pile of ashes. A loud resounding of everyone bellowing, "No!" filled the room. A flash of white light from the ashes then started to bounce around the room. Everyone cowered in fear and were temporarily blinded. When it was all over, things changed. I just want to point out, right, that this is now written with very good grammar, very little in the way of misspellings. Something has clearly changed here. All the silly goth clothes dropped from everyone's bodies. Author's note, I will refuse to explain how the hell that happened. And in their place, clothes the characters would normally wear in canon appeared on their bodies. Thank you for this. Thank you for hacking this girl's fanfiction. When everyone got over the shock of becoming free of the Gothic power, everybody cheered. Everyone started singing, "Ding dong, the Sioux is dead." Well, that is until all the HB characters realized the true implications of becoming more canon-like again. All the characters who were supposed to be dead fell to the floor, their bodies cold and lifeless. Harry and Voldemort started dueling. On the left side of the two, the battle of the light side and the dark side were reaching a climax. And because the replacement author also likes to screw around with canon, Draco and Hermione fled the scene and got married. Meanwhile, down in hell, Ebony shed a single... Well, I lost my track. Ebony shed a single tear because of her current situation. A situation that would live on for all eternity. Or at least until the end of fan fiction time. She lost it all, but she knew she had to remain strong. Nothing would ever break her down. She looked down over a pale body and frowned. "Where are my emo clothes?" she asked herself in confusion. And then it occurred to her. For her shirt, she was wearing a bright pink polo with a seagull on the right or left, I can't remember, side. Below that, she was wearing a denim miniskirt with a destroyed look on it. Paired underneath that skirt were leggings and a light little moose at the bottom. And then Ebony realized on her shoulder she was carrying a pretty bag with an eagle on it that said, "Live your life," written all over the bag. It's still not a masterpiece of writing, I have to say. The bloke who hacked this girl's fanfiction, he's still not very good. What are you gonna do? Ebony suppressed the urge to scream. Here she was, decked out in clothes, prepped to extreme, wearing stuff from Abercrombie and Fitch, American Eagle, and Hollister. Panicked, Ebony hastily tried to take off the Hollister polo, but underneath it, there was another Hollister polo underneath. Ebony frowned and looked under her shirt. All she saw was a bra underneath. Dare I point out that it's from the Airy line, available at American Eagle. Oh, how diabolical I am! Woo! Ebony tried to remove her shirt again, but to her frustration, there was yet again another polo to replace it. "This is unlogical and does not make any sense!" Ebony bellowed out to the air. "You are one to complain about this, Ebony. You fucking cunt." She failed to see the irony in her statement, how hypocritical her words were, seeing as she was practically calling the kettle black here. Ebony slit her wrists and mumbled to herself, "Oh my god." End crap fic. Fic's not over yet, but that was my favorite part of the fanfiction thus far. I'm burning through beer fast. I only have one beer left. I'm not gonna drink it right now. I should probably put some water in here to get rid of the taste because it's like really good Duckstein beer. The next one. So I need a little bit of a palate cleanser. I also need something that cleans out my glass because the woodruff is quite intense. Author's note. Oh yeah. If you want to see the original this chick had planned for this chapter, I accessed it through the document manager thingy, which I copied and pasted, so you can read it here. Author's note. Shut the fuck up, preps. Get a lift. You suck. Oh, and from now on, I will be in vacation in England until August, so I won't be able to update for a while. Lols. Thanks to everyone who revived, except who the prep. No, but listen, right? Can we just get just a little bit back? I don't believe that there was a hacker kid who hacked this girl's special account. Honestly, this is a plot twist that I hadn't seen coming. That somebody would actually hack the fic and do some ironic shit over the fan fiction in the fan fiction. I find it difficult to believe now. I was convinced because I read an article about this that just made a very good point as to why this is real. But this, once again, has me doubting the veracity of this fan fiction. So we'll see how this plays out because I'm not even halfway through this page. I woke up on the Norse's office on a special gothic coffin. Hagrid was in the bed opposite me in a comma. It was not in a coma, it was in a comma. Because Vampire and Draco had bet him up. Mr. Norris was cleaning the room. Oh my Satan, what happened? I screamed. Well, you've been hacked. Fanficception, Jurica. Exactly. That is exactly what's happening here. It's getting really meta, too. Thank you for your €2, my dude. Once again, I've lost my track. Get the fuck out, you fucking bastard, I yielded. Thou hath not killed vampire yet, he said angrily. Suddenly, it's Voldemort is in the room now. Suddenly he started to cry tears of blood, all selective. Voxamort, OMFG, what's wrong? Because, that's the appropriate reaction to have in this situation. Suddenly, Lucian, Professor Sinister, and Sirius came. Bloody Mary and Vampire were with them. Everyone was holding black boxes. Voxamort disappeared. OMFG Enemy, you're alive, screamed Vampire. I hugged him and Bloody Mary. What the fuck happened? I asked them. Oh my Satan, am I dead now? I gasped. Listen, you're a vampire. You've been dead from the very beginning of this story. Enemy, you were almost shot, said Sirius. But the ballet could not kill you, since you were from another time. I thought the ballet couldn't kill you since she was a vampire. Or maybe because this film isn't Black Swan. But fangs anyway, said Lucian, holding Uta's arm. I gasped. He had 2 arms. Once again, 2 arms. Very, very important. Very important. OMG, I can't believe vampires don't chat you, I gasped. Well, to be honest, Snap was possessed by Snap back then. He was possessed by himself, said James. Yeah, he was a spy, Sirius said sadly. He was really a death dealer. And he was such a fucking poser, said Lucian. He didn't even really know who GC were even until I told him. Well, anyway, everyone started to give me presents. I was opening a black box with red 666. There was a DVD of Core, not Corpse, but Core Bride in it. Which is basically, that's the bride of everyone in the Core, because everyone in the Core has fucked this woman. Mr. Norris looked up angrily, because he hated goths. Hey, has anyone fucking seen Draco? I asked gothically. No, Draco told me he would be watching Hose of Wax. Hose of Wax. Hose. So this is why fucking Paris Hilton was in there. He doesn't know that you're better. Anyway, the Norse said you could get up. Come on, one. I got up suicidally. Don't do that. Lucian, Sirius, and Professor Sinister left. I was wearing a black leather night gun. Under that, I had a sexy black leather bra trimmed with black lace, with a matching thong that said Gothic Girl on the butt, and had sexy fishnets that kinda hooked on my 2 thong. If you don't get the idea, message me, I'll tell you. What are you offering, like, nudes? I put on a black fishnet top under a black MCR shirt, a black leather mini with black lace and Congress shoes. I left the hospital's wing with B. Bloody Mary, Willow, and Vampire. I would assume that a person in a hospital, of all places, would be in a fucking hospital gown. But whatever. Who am I to judge? OMFG, let's celebrate, gasped Willow. We can go see Hose of Wax with Draco, giggled Vampire. Let's go listen to GC and cut ourselves, 666, said Hermione. We opened the conmen room door sexily, and then I gasped. Draco was there doing it with Snap! Exclamation point 1. He was literally, this is how many ones there were here. He was wearing a black t-shirt with 666 on the front and baggy jeans. You fucking prep. We all yielded angrily. Yeah, you betrayed us, shouted Vampire angrily as he took out his black gun. No, you don't understand, screamed Draco sadly as he took his thingy out of Snake's. Hold on. Hold on. Was his penis inside of Snake's penis? What? Proper pronunciation of my name is Juritsa. Or is it just Juritsa? Juritsa, I don't know. But thanks for the more $2. Seem to be a very rich man. I honestly, I have no idea. Like, it's Juritsa, possibly correct. I'm usually good with pronouncing names, but I'm very bad at like reading, like the type of letters that you would put in places to teach you to people how to read. I don't know what I'm saying. Yeah, so Draco has just taken his penis out of Snake's penis. No shit, you fucking suck, you preppy bastard, said Willow, trying to attack him. You rock, girl. I ran suicidally to my room, and I sexily took a steak out. It's a good time to eat steak.
How can you be a fucking medical worker and afford to give me money? What are you doing? Shouldn't do that. You're a person who is incredibly underpaid for the very valuable profession that you do.
Yeah, so she's just eating steak now. Enderby, no, don't eat steak. I'm a vegetarian, screamed Draco. But I was late, so but it was late, so I'd slit my wrists. With it, suddenly everything went black again. Sincerely, an anon author who will silently not reveal her identity because she's a coward, aka just truck with rocks for brains. Wait. Okay, so this is basically her admitting again that she's a troll, right? But now chapter 40. Lol. Someone has taken my account over. The idiot's note. Well, this is in the dock area. Might as well let the whole world see what the real Tara wanted to show us. Have a nice day. Wait, hold on. Did the hacker get hacked? What is happening? Author's note. Shut the fuck up. Perhaps get a lift. And from now on, I'll be on vacation in England. We're already, we already know this. Hold on a minute. This is the same chapter again. Yeah, the chapter is just the same chapter repeated. That is odd. I have to say that's a bit weird. Not sure I like that. It certainly doesn't provide any answers. Let's just say, I'd like some. Even if it's just like 2. Well, that would be sufficient to satisfy my lust for answers. Because I do have a very big lust for answers at this point. Because I have no idea what the fuck is going on with this fanfic. Look at this. Oh my god. You can. Fucking hate this glass. This is not a glass that is made for pouring beer into it. It's basically the exact opposite of that. So I'm a bit fucked. But I have to wait for a moment. Yeah. Chapter 41 then apparently. Author's note: to everyone who keeps flaming this, get a life. I bet you probably don't know who Gerard Way is anyway. I don't know who that is. New Waysome hacked into my account in November and they put up my last chapter, but now there is a new one. I'm sorry, not updated while I've been really busy. Somehow I don't believe that you've been really busy. I'm trying to finish the story before the new movie comes out. I'm gone on vacation for a month. Wow, you're on vacation a lot. Is that why you're so busy? I won't be back until Abbott's 2 weeks. OMFG, Draco is so hot in all the pics. The new movie wanted them to put a cameo by Gerard Way, so he should play Draco. If you flame, I'll slit my wrists. Please flame. Raven, you rock, girl. Have fun in England. Oi. You got a fan fiction license? When I woke up, it was in a strange room. I looked around. I was wearing the same outfit I had when it's performed with X Black X Tears X! Exclamation point 11. Apparently that's part of the band name. I looked around confusedly. It was Denorce's office, but it looked different. On the wall was a pic of Marilyn Manson. Just imagine that he is in an 80s Gothic band too, as he is more old than Panic at the Disco or MCR. There was also a Gothic black Beatles calendar with a picture of the Beatles wearing eyeliner and black clothes. It said 1980. What parallel universe is this, and how do I make it stop? You cannot touch the Beatles, man. Come on. OMFG, I'm back in Tim again, I screamed loudly. Suddenly, Satan, this is actually Voldemort for photo reference. Really? Didn't know that. It's not like you mentioned it several times over the course of the thing. Voldemort was wearing black leather Jackson, black tight jeans, and fishnet pants. He looked so sexy, and I almost had an orgy. Once again, this woman is very good at having orgies alone. OMFG Enemy, are you okay? He asked gothically. Nah, yeah, I'm okay, for your information, I snapped sexily. OMG, am I dead? Because I remembered I had jumped in front of the bullet from James Gunn. I also remembered seeing Draco doing it with Snap. I guess that. Hold on, right? This is so the Draco doing it with Snap is the thing that happened in the other ending, which isn't the ending. So why do you remember something from the fake ending? What? I guess that when I had slit my wrists, I had went back in Tim instead of dying. I know I could go forward in time. I found a time toner or the Tim machine. You know, a time toner is like when your time's a bit fat and you want to tone your time. No, you're not dead, Satan reassured suicidally as he smoked a cigarette in a hospital. And smoke came all over his face. You're a vampire, so you can't die from a bullet. I think this was established already. Come on now, let's go see how Harry's dad is doing. Harry as in this type of Harry. Also, Harry hasn't been born yet. I know that the real reason I didn't die from the ballet was because I was from the future. What the fuck, James almost shot Lucius, I said indigoally. I knew that James had been really possessed, but I didn't want him to know I knew. Yeah, I know he had a headache. he was under a lot of stress, Satan reasoned evilly. I guess that's okay, I said, because James hadn't really shot Lucian. I also knew that Lucian would have two arms instead of one. I walked seductively outside with Satan. Suddenly, I saw a totally sexy gothic bi guy. He had bleached blonde hair with black streaks up in his ears, and he was wearing gothic black eyeliner with black grain day shirt. It showed Billy Joel with blonde hair since it was the 80s, black Congress shoes, and black baggy pants. He walked in sincerely like Jared Way from the video for I Don't 3 You Like It Did Yesterday, and you could see a black tear in his face, like the woman in that video. Hey, he said all quietly and officially. Here's the thing, right? I can't even fault this girl for doing very elaborate descriptions of what people are wearing, because J.K. Rowling did the exact same thing. She just didn't do it that poorly. Who the fuck is that? I asked angrily, because I did not know him. This is... Sit down, please. Seriously, if you're seeing this and you don't know, please sit down, because this is Hedwig. He used to be an X-Black X-Tears X2, but he had to drop out because he broke his arm. As everyone knows, you can't sing when you break your arm. Hey, Hedwig, I said seductively, even though I was not trying to be. Here's the thing, is Hedwig some kind of, like, furry now? Except he has feathers? Do feather furries count as furries? Are they featheries? Do they also go crinkling? Lol, hi, Ennaby, he said, even though he didn't know my name. He answered, but then he ran away. Why didn't he fly away? Because he had hair of magical creature. This is like a bootleg Chinese NES game now. He had hair of magical creature. He was humming Welcome to Black Parade under his breath. Join the Black Parade. I know that is not 80s, but pretend it is okay. No, I will not pretend this is okay. None of this is okay. Stop. Bye, I said all sexily, because that's a completely normal reaction to that situation. That was Hedwig. He used to be my boyfriend, but we broke up, Satan said sadly, looking at his black nails. So Voldemort was once dating Harry Potter's owl, and also the owl was a guy. Hold on a second. I have to call someone. Yeah, hi. Is this Elon Musk? Yeah, dude, the whole Mars thing? Stop it, right? We don't deserve it. I know you mean well and all that, but I think we should actually wipe us out in World War III and just not impose the horror that is the human species on the rest of the universe, right? Okay, love you too. Bye. Just had to get that out of the way. We have to prevent this from spreading. Because, let's be honest. Bring on the nukes indeed. This situation cannot continue. Where was I? OMFG, can I get you back together? I said, fingering something I didn't know was in my pocket. A black cute is what we aim Cydio iPod I could take videos with. I have no idea what that is. Does no one else know about them? They kick ass. Well, I certainly don't know about this. Okay, can you get about your class for now, Hedwig? I'm going to show you something great. I led them to the Great Hall. Come on, you guys. Lucian, James, Sirius, and Snake were all in the Great Hall. Lucian wouldn't talk with James. because he had tried to shoot him, which is reasonable. I will say this, that is completely reasonable. Go fuck yourself, you fucking douche, he shouted at him. Draco is never going to be friends with Vampire now. Yeah, go fuck yourself, Samaro, Snape agreed. I know he was lying because it had been his fault James had almost shot Lucian. Be quiet, you guys, I said sexily. My plan was working out great. Yeah, you can pretend you have a plan all you want, but you really don't. Now I could make Voldemort good without doing it with him. Now Vampire's dad would never die, and okay, Satan and Hedwig, you guys can start making out, I said, and I started to film them with the iPod. Cool, said Sirius, as Voldemort and Hedwig started to make out sexily. We watched as they started to take off each other's clothes off sexily. Samaro, Sirius, Snake, and Lucian all watched because they were probably bi. I know Snape was bi. Oh my fucking god, Voldemort, Voldemort, screamed Hedwig as his Glock touched Voldemort's. Glock? Firearm Glock? But suddenly everything stopped as the door opened and in came Dumbledore and Mr. Norris. And there's a lot of there's one exclamation point, a lot of ones here. But, I mean, come on. Why is this a special thing? This is not a reveal. This is just two guys you would expect to come through this door, coming through this door. Chapter 32, The Black Parade. That sounds like an epilogue chapter, like a finale chapter. I sat depressedly in Dumbledore's office with Hedwig, Satan, James, Sirius, Snap, and Lucian. Dumbledore was sitting in front of us cruelly. He looked more young than he did in the future. Well, yeah, that's how that works. I think. Oh, wait, I forgot to read the author's note. OMG, the new book is coming out really soon. I can't wait. I think that Snap will be really the same person as Voldemort because they are both half-bloods, so that will explain why he killed Dumbledore and he hated Harry. And then Harry will have to commit suicide, so Voldemort will die because will really be a Horcrux. OMG, I hope Draco and Harry get together. That will be so schmexy, won't it? I don't know. I think they don't. Then JKR is homophobic. Okay. When was this chapter released? Seriously, was it released before the last book came out? Like, this is a serious question. Because I cannot live in a world where this sad excuse for a person was capable of knowing that Harry Potter was a Horcrux. The biggest spoiler of that entire book was that Harry Potter was a Horcrux. And this shitty fucking fanfiction author knew it. What if this is actually J.K. Rowling herself who wrote this fanfiction? What if that is the situation we're in now? Oh my god. Okay. Okay, so Dumbledore's just taking the iPod. Because now they're listening to a shitty April Lavigne song. What the hell is this anyway? He cackled meanly. I hoped he didn't find out that it was from another time. Whatever you do, don't blame Ebony, you jerk. Yeah, seriously, she was trying to get Satan and Hedwig back together, Sirius said deviantly. Be quiet, you Satanists, Dumbledore cockled. If you're lucky, I'll probably send you all to Akazaban. That will teach you to copulate in the Great Hall. See, this is proper pedagogy that's being employed here. Stop fucking in the fucking place where everybody eats. How about that? He changed the song on the iPod, an NSYNC song. Suddenly I noticed something strong about the iPod. It was slowly changing. Dumbledore didn't notice. I don't know how you would notice Chonjing. You fucking poser, I muttoned. I bet you've never heard of GC, James said. I know I knew what the iPod was chonging into. Morty McFly's time machine. The iPod from the future in Dumbledore's hand, with which Gothic Voldemort and Hedwig were filmed having sex in the Hogwarts Great Hall, is turning into Marty McFly's time machine from Back to the Future. I haven't seen a plot twist like this since Smash My Bitch Up Prodigy. And that was a Richard Ayoade joke. That was not an original joke. Shut up, Jones, Draco's dad shouted. Yeah, shut up, Snake said preppily. No, you shut up, Dumbledore, said Tom. Dumbledore wasn't even talking. I've had enough of you Satanists in my school, shouted Dumbledore spuriously. I don't think that's spurious in any way, shape, or form. Suddenly, I grabbed the iPod from him. Everyone, jump in before it's too late. I jumped in it, he jumped in the iPod. But only one other person jumped in. It was Satan. Bled. You dunderheads! Screamed Dumbledore wisely as we went. Very wise man. Is this story Marvel Cinematic Universe canon? Almost definitely. Like, not just definitely. This is official Marvel Cinematic Universe canon, and thank you for the $2. Gladly, I will answer all questions for $2 or above. Actually, Iron Man is going to make an appearance. I guarantee it. I looked around. I was in the Slytherin conman room with Satan. I was wearing a black plaid miniskirt and hot pink fishnets, a sexy black MCR corset, and black stiletto boots with pink pentagrams on them. My earrings were black Satanist sins, and my raven hair was all around to me to mid-black. Hey, cool. Where is this? He asked in an emo voice. You've been to this room in the past. This is the future. Dumbledore's iPod he tried to take away from me was really also a Tim machine, I told him. Cool. What's an eye patch? He whimpered. It's something you use to listen to music, I yacked. How does one yak? Explain to me how one yaks. I know yaks can yak, but how does a vampire yak? OMFG cool, what's the 4-letter word for dirt? He asked in his sexar voice. I guess sand, I said confusedly. Yeah, I was trying to make sure you were still the same person. He triumphantly giggled. How, in any way, shape, or form, is this making sure that she's still the same person? What the fuck? Like, what the actual fuck? Suddenly, some of my friends walked in. OMG, you're fucking alive, said Ginny, wearing a black leather jacket, black baggy pants, and a gothic black from firsts to last shirt. I explained to her why I was alive. Plot armor. Konnichiwa, bitch, said Willow. She was wearing a black corset showing off her boobs with lace all around it and red stripes on it. Is red stripes on the boobs or on the corset? With it, she was wearing a black leather miniskirt, big black boots, white foundation, black eyeliner, red eyeshadow, and black lipstick. Hey, motherfucker, said Diabolo with his red hair. He was wearing a black P exclamation point ATD shirt, whatever the fuck that is, and black baggy pants. Hey, who's that, Ebony? Bloody Mary questioned as she walked in wearing a black t-shirt with a pentagram on it with lace at the bottom, red leather pants with the black lace and black stilettos. Oh, it's just Satan. I told her, and she nodded, knowing the truth. I wish I knew the truth. Suddenly, Satan started to cry. Are you okay, Satan? We asked concernedly. OMFG, you're from the future. What if you don't like me anymore? 'Cause from different times, he asked. Oh, my dude, you are in for a treat. No, I still like you, I said sexily to him. Okay, he said reassuredly. I let him listen to Teenagers by MCR on my iPod while I was about to go outside to do some things. He gave Diabolo a signal to keep Satan occupied. Satan fell asleep. Well, Diablo doesn't seem to be a very entertaining person. I took the iPod. I was about to walk outside. Professor Sinister ran in. She was wearing a gothic black mini dress with depressing black stripes. If you have something that's black and then it also has black stripes on it, I don't know how to tell you this, but you wouldn't see the stripes. White and black stripped thighs and red Converse shoes. She was wearing lots, in all caps, of black eyeliner. Oh my fucking god, where's Draco? How did Snap get back here? I told he was in Azerbaijan, I asked sadly. Azerbaijan, by the way, is written completely correctly. I am now convinced that this is a complete troll and not real. This cannot be real under any circumstances. Ebony, I was so worried about you. I know you can't fucking die because you're a vampire. So why are you worried about her, you fucking idiot? Snape came back because that girl Brittany freed him. I never liked her. She was a bad student, Travolry said reassuredly. That bitch. Did she also free Hargrid and Lupin? I shouted angrily. I hated Brittany because she was a fucking prep. Now you have a real reason to hate Brittany. Isn't that nice? Yes, they are on the loose at the school. Dumbledore is back and Cornelia is on his way to help everyone. Tell everyone you see to lock themselves in their conman room, Travolry said worriedly. Okay, but where's Draco? How come he was doing it with Snap? I don't know why, but he almost tried to commit suicide after he saw you almost kill yourself, he said. OMG, that's terrible. You should have seen this coming. Satan was still asleep, so he couldn't tell what's going on. Then I said, listen, everyone, I have something impotent to do. I can only assume that that is the word impotent. In our everyone stay. With that, I ran out. Good luck, Tara, everyone cried. Suka bled. This, honestly, this is the author's real name. In the self-insert Mary Sue, at this point in the real world, people didn't know that this was the author's real name. We only found out that it is the real name of the author after this, as far as I'm aware. Thus, yeah. I ran sexily down the stairs into the great hall, while the portraits around looked at me scaredly. There was hardly nay one else in the stairs, and there was an atmosphere of horror. On the way, I saw Brittany laughing on the stairs. She was wearing a slutty pink shirt with flowers on it, a blue jean skirt Abercrombie, and pink stilettos. She looked just like a pentagram of those fucking preps Hilary Duff and Lindsay Lohan. You fucking bitch, I shouted angrily. No, you're totally a bitch. Now Voldemort will, totally kill you, she laughed. Crucius! I shouted, selectively pontificating with my black wand, and she started screaming because she was being tortured, and I laughed sadistically. No, help me, please, Brittany screamed terrifiedly. I put up my middle finger at her. In her hand, I saw the video cameras Snape and Lumpin had used to take the video of me. I put the tape of Voldemort doing it with Hedwig onto it. Then I continued to round down the stairs with the camera. When I had reached the Great Hall, I saw Vampire Potter. OMG, Vampira, I yielded. We hugged each other happily. He looked at me with his gothic red eyes and spiky black hair. Around them were black eyeliner and eyeshadow. Eyeshadow written in a way that is like a small eye and then shadow the word capitalized. Like this is a fucking Apple product. He was wearing a black leather Jackson, leather pants, and a Panic at the Disco concert shirt, and his black Congress shoes. He looked more like Joel from Good Charlotte than ever. Did you hear their song "The River It Rocks"? I don't know. I think personally, I thought it stoned. I was so worried you died, moaned Vampire. I know, but I'm a vampire, lol. When 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 I woke up, it was back in 1980. So I bought Voldemort from there, and he was young with me. Where's Draco? I asked spuriously. Draco, you mean that fucking loser who betrayed you? Vampire snarkled with anger in his sexy voice. I know, but we have to find him, I said, smarty. I'll do it then, Harry said angstily. Okay, I agreed. Suddenly, all the lights in the room went out. And then the dark... the dark mark appeared. I know she was trying to say dark mark, but this is the dork mark with an O and all the implications that implies. Okay, Vampire said, deapparating. Sadly, I ran into the Great Hall. Chapter 43. Author's note. I think after this I will have about 2 or 3 more chapters. Please don't. Thanks to all my reviewers on the Flamers you flamed suit, blah 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 blah. I walked sexily into the Great Hall for absolutely no reason. It was empty except for one person. Draco was there. He sat there in deadly bloom in his black 666 t-shirt and his baggy black pants. He had slit his wrists. I felt mad at him for having sex with Snape, but I felt sorry for him. He looked just like Gerard Way with his eyes and this pale white face. Is this the final boss? This looks like a boss fight. Is this the boss fight, finally? Is this the... Is actually... Was Draco Malfoy the final boss of My Immortal all along? Find out next week. Don't find out next week. Find out now. We're gonna get through this. It's been 2 hours, but fuck that. I'm not giving up. If it takes me 10 more hours of streaming, I don't give a shit. Read this fan fiction to its conclusion. Draco, are you okay? I asked. I'm not okay, he screamed depressedly. I thought of the MCR song and I got even more depressed because that song always makes me cry. I gave him a cigarette and he started to smoke it. Oh, Draco, why did you do that with the fucking bastard Snape? I asked tear dully. Draco began to say, but suddenly Lupin and Mr. Norris appeared in the room. They didn't see us. I'm so glad me and Snape were freed, said Lupin. Damn, this job would be great if it wasn't for the fucking students, Mr. Norris agreed. This is where they played the laugh track. Pop Adelum, I yielded angrily, pointing my wand at them. No, Lupin shouted as... this is Lupin is actually spelled correctly here. Shouted as chains came over him. Mr. Norris ran away. You fucking perv, I said, laughing with depths of evil and depressedness in my voice. Now you have to tell us where Voldemort is, or I'm going to torture you. That sounds reasonable. I don't know where he is, said Lupin. Suddenly, Satan and Vampire ran into the room. Vampire didn't know who Satan was, really. Oh, my Satan, we were so worried about you guys, Vampire said. How? How was Satan worried about Draco? That's not how this works, is it? Satan doesn't know who Draco is. Draco doesn't know Satan is. How is this a we situation, Vampire? This is a you situation. I looked sexily at Draco with his gothic red eyes with contacts, black t-shirt that said 666 on it, and pale skin like Gerard Way. Vampire with his sexy black hair and red eyes just like Frank Iero. And Satan who looked like Brandon Urie then. I do not know who any of these people are. I selectively took the caramel. I selectively took the caramel from my pocket, and then I began Frenching Draco sexily. Lupin gasped. Draco began to take off all his clothes off, and I could see his white sex pack. Then Vampire took his own clothes off, too. We all began making out together sexily. I took off my black leather bra, my black lace thong, and the rest of my clothes. Everyone took their Glocks out except for me. I'm a girl, lol, and girls are not allowed to have Glocks. They all have Desert Eagles. I realized just now that this whole fan fiction is just like a Bollywood movie, right? Because in a Bollywood movie, everyone will just randomly start dancing for absolutely no reason at all. But in this fan fiction, everyone will just start fucking for absolutely no reason at all. You do an in-depth plot analysis video series, Ian Ross. I appreciate you $2, but not for $2. I am sorry to say, not for $2. My price is $2,000 on that. Oh my Satan, Draco, I screamed as he put his hardness in my thingy. Then he did the same thing to Harry. They began making out with Satan, and he joined in. OMS 111, cried Vampire. Oh, Vampire, Vampire, I screamed. Oh, Satan, yelled Harry in Pleazore. Lupin watched in shock. Yeah, I would too. We took turns doing torture curses on him, because we were all sadists. That is fucked up. That is fucked up. Suddenly, a big black car that says 666 on the license plate flew straight through the windows, and Snap was in it. Oh boy. Oh boy. I'd say shit just got real, but it didn't. Chapter 44, Author's Note. Well, I have nothing to say, but everyone stop glamming, okay? If any gothic people read this, then you're okay. OMG, I still can't wait for the movie. Tom Fletton is so hot, lol. I hope Harry will become gothic because my friend told me he is really emo in this book. OMFG, I'm leaving W pretty soon. Can't wait. What is W? This will probably be the last chapter until I come back. Hopefully, you never come back. That's my car, shooted Draco angrily. Yeah, that's really the problem in this situation. But suddenly it was revealed who it was in the car. It was Snape. That was already revealed in the last chapter, I have to say. I shall free you, Lupin, but first you must help me kill these idiotic dunderheads, he said cruelly from the car, as if circumcising above us. Ebony, dark, Ness Dementia Raven must be killed. Then the Dork Lord shall never die. You fucking preb, yelled Draco. Then he looked at me sadly. I forgot to tell you, Ebony. Snape made me do it with him. I didn't really have sex with him. He's a rapist.
What's a rapist?
Breadmaster PB&J. $1.99. Read 30 H's after that. I have no idea what you mean by that. I don't know what you mean. Please do explain yourself. Well, now that we've established this, we all put on our clothes on quickly, except Satan. This is very important. You can't fight naked. We were so scarred, but Satan didn't change. Instead, he changed into a man with grey eyes, no nose, a grey robe, and a white skin. He had changed into Voldemort. Neolutionist. The Dork Lord's last Horcrux is actually a pocket protector. that was very well worth the $5, for which I thank you deeply. But I think the joke was worth more than that. Oh my god, that was a good one. He also keeps it in his man purse. I knew who thou were all along. He cackled evilly and it's sarcastic. I don't know how I would say that sentence sarcastically. Now I shall kill thee all. Thunder came in the room. No, please don't kill us, pleaded Vampire. Suddenly, Willow, Bloody Mary, Diabolo, Ginny, Dracula, Fred and Gorge, Hagrid, McGonagall, Dumbledore, Sirius, and Lucian all ran in. Why? What is the meaning of this? Dumbledore asked angrily, and Voldemort looked away, because Dumbledore is the only wizard he is scared of. But why would he look away then? Why would he lose him out of his sight? He did his spell, and suddenly his broomstick came to him sexily.
What is that? How does a broomstick come to one sexily? What is this?
What is this fetish shit? Voldemort flew above the roof evilly on his broomstick. Listen, Rudion, when am I gonna put this on Audible? Never. But here's the thing, right? This is unironically. I do actually do audiobooks. I have a whole YouTube channel dedicated to doing audiobooks. It's called Who is Betty? You can find it in the description. And also you can find it on my channel page. Just a little bit of self-advertising there. They're not as bad as this. Where was I? Wait, this is not this. Wait a second. I've lost my. Voxamort flew above the roof evilly on his broomstick. Oh my goth, Slugborn gasped. Get it? Because I'm got no. Please die. The Dark Lord shall kill all of you, then you must submit to him, Snape ejaculated menacingly. And that is actually the proper use of the word ejaculated, because to say something, to spurt something out, as in saying it, also counts as ejaculation. That is where this originated. You fucking preppy fags, Sirius shouted angrily. $4.99. 30 H's is a Harry Potter fanfic written by a sadistic 13-year-old boy. Yes, I will read this. Yes. I will do that. I will do that eventually. Not soon, but we're getting it through this. I need more material for live streams. And yeah. I know a 4-letter word for dirt. Cruciatus. That is factually incorrect, screamed Harry, but the sparks from his wand only hit Draco's car. It fell down. Snap quickly crawled out of it and picked up the Cydio camera. Oh my fucking god. I cried because the video of me in the bathroom, the video of me dong it with Draco, and the video of Satan doing with. Listen, you've had several public orgies now. I think that the recordings on that videotape really shouldn't be shameful to you anymore. If you kill me, then these videos will come out to everyone in the skull. Then you can be just like that gothic girl Paris Hilton, who isn't gothic. He laughed meanly. No, I screamed. FYI, I have a picture of you doing it with Lupin, so I want to shut the fuck up about that. What's she talking about? A bot, Abbott. Lupin slurped as he sat in chains. That's how one would slurp that sentence. I saw too she's gonna show everyone the picture, Harry shouted angrily. Shut up, Lumpkin roared. Foolish ignoramuses, yielded Voldemort from his broomstick. Thou shalt all die. So this is how he gets attention to himself, because they're all too busy throwing fucking porn at each other. And this guy wants all the attention for himself. What a fucking drama queen. Think again, you fucking muggle poser, Harry yelled, and then he and Diablo and Navel, Navel has never appeared in this whole story. Both took out black guns, but Voldemort took out his own one. Is it a Glock? You guys are in Latin standoff, I shouted. No, this is a Truxican standoff. Have you never played Borderlands? Aco Neville's wand, cried Voldemort, and suddenly Neville's wind was in his hands. Now I shall kill thee, and Ebony, you will die. Haven't we established that Ebony can't die? He made lighting come all over the place. Save us, Ebony, Dumbledore cried. I cried sexily. I just wanted to go to the conmen room and slit my wrists with my friends. I feel you, girl. I do this whole YouTube thing because I feel like I need to save the world and nobody else is really doing it. But I also would rather be in my conmen room slitting my wrists with my friends. And also watch Shark Attack 3 and Saw 2 and do it with Draco. But I knew I had to do something more impotent. Abracadabra, I shooted. That concludes this page. There is the post face. I have no idea what that is. I will click next now. I have no idea what comes next. Oh, apparently it's over. It ended on a cliffhanger. Note from XX Midnight Essence XX. God, that's a stupid username. Hashtag TBT 2009. I agree. So last time, so that was the last update of My Immortal that I know of. I hope all of you enjoyed that. I looked back into this account to laugh at my old fanfiction with my friends, mainly Neverending Night, the stupid Twilight fic I wrote when I was 11. I saw that you were all still viewing this and commenting on it so many years later. That's pretty amazing. I'm sure the original author appreciates it. Well, bye now, friends. I hope you never read something this awful as My Immortal again. Well, I'll say this. I will make it my life's work to read something more awful than My Immortal. So, as in every proper book club, we shall now have a discussion about this. Like a proper professional discussion about this thing. So here's my analysis. I think that this is fake. I know that this is like a lot of this is normal for the standards of 2006 fan fiction, right? I am aware of this, but the thing is that in the last few chapters, literally every single time there was one exclamation point and then a lot of ones, and sometimes even twos. And you don't make mistakes like that with such frequency. And then the whole hacked thing, that's a big fucking mystery to me. That is a big fucking mystery. I don't know. What do you guys think this is? Is My Immortal fake? Is it not fake? Is it a real thing? Has a human being like this existed at some point in the past? Do let me know as I drink more of my beer. Because I find it difficult to believe. I don't care how shit fanfiction gets. I don't think it's real. Like, in all honesty, I don't think it's real. Um, Rogan Kathy said, I think the last part was fake, but the rest was real. So you think maybe it was the guy who hacked the account? That's certainly a possibility. I went to high school with people exactly like this, but what? Where? Typical German man drinking nice quality beer. I know it's Duckstein. So someone probably wrote it on some really bad LSD trip. No, I don't think that. I think that it would become it would have become better if LSD was involved. Mein Kampf next. No. I think yeah, I do. I often do underestimate human stupidity. I have faith and hope for the human race. I think the whole hacking thing was a false flag to stop the flamming. Say bye to my bye, Cody's wife. Ever read Empress Theresa? It's a serious but very terrible book. In all honesty, that kind of thing it doesn't really interest me. I think maybe it started off sincere, but then attained self-awareness along the way, and it turned into a joke. Well, you see, if I was to write something like this, and then in the process of writing it became self-aware of what it actually is, I would just disappear. You seen their MySpace page? No, I've never been on MySpace. Hey, Herr Borgenführer, your favorite squirrely boy from the Discord here. Oh, it's you. I don't know what you think, kind of real thing. I'm thinking honestly, maybe this is kind of crazy shit. Writing is normal for Gothics? I have no idea. I have no idea if it is. I'm so stoned that I watch YouTube on Xbox and listen to laptop today. Well, my dude, I congratulate you. You are German. I am. Let's go. Do I get an invite to get on the Discord? Yeah, just go into the description. There should be an invite link there, and if there isn't, just go on any of my videos. There is always, I mean, not the old ones, but like the newer ones, like the last one, for instance. You could go there. It will be. There should be an invite link to Discord in the description. Don't you have better things to do to live stream than this? Well, my dude, apparently not. I think the phone call to Elon Musk was fake. 99.8 chance it was fake, I'd say. Hold on. I'll call them again. Hang on a second there. Yeah, Elon? Yeah, this is dude in chat. He says that the phone call is actually not fake. So if you could just use one of your accounts on YouTube to verify that this was not fake, that would be great. Yeah. So basically, you're not getting a ticket to Mars, mate. Considering that My Immortal came out in between 2006 and 2009, the concept of a Horcrux was already in the novels, but it is completely possible that this novel did in fact predict the plot twist. I am terrified of that being a reality. See, there he is, General Gist, known to be one of Elon Musk's other names, General Gist on YouTube, wasn't fake. See, that's the proof. Fuck you. All right, mate, this is my only few days off for a while, and this is the best thing I could be doing with my time. This shouldn't be the best thing you could be doing with your time. This should be the best thing I could be doing with my time. Not you. You should actually have a life. See, and also AA Gray, another one of Elon's many accounts. The call was real. I showed you to Normie Friend, and he compared you to Bitcoin for some reason. Explain yourself. How did he compare me to Bitcoin? I am neither on the blockchain nor am I currency. Hashtag justice for Andy. Don't worry. There's I don't want to say too much in case anyone who follows the Shadowrun campaign is in this audience, but Le Justice is coming. Burger, if you need support later for the brain trauma this is almost certainly inflicted upon, I'm there for you. We actually have a therapist, so I am precious. Thank you, Sandman. Everyone tends to think better of my work than I do. Elon having little fun in there, trying to pretend like the other account is always the fake one. In truth, it's both of them are Elon Musk. Oh, Elon, you old scam. Yeah, I think I'm gonna end this. I think I might get some food. I'm mining in Eve. I'm also eating Abendbrot, and I figured I might as well listen to you. I guess I got. You know what happened to me a while ago? I was mining actually a high-sec system. I was mining a high-sec system. I wasn't AFK mining, but I was reading a book. And fucking this guy out of nowhere, he suicide ganged me, right? He tackled me and he was shooting at me with his fucking I don't remember even what his ship was, but I'm really good at tanking ships, and I basically he got Concord Dokkan before he actually got to kill me. And then what he proceeded to do is, I was in Count Dankula's Eve Corp. I still am. And then he declared war on the entire Eve Corp because he failed to suicide gank me. So that's my Eve story.
Fuck you, Stormageddon. I will find your mother and I will have consensual intercourse with her.
Thanks for cheering me up a bit. You anytime, man. Ben, thank you for the £5. I would cheer you up for free. Emerson,
you missed it all.
Anyway, holy shit! There's the actual real Elon Musk in chat with this real Elon Musk account. Well, Stormageddon, there's people with odd tastes. I'm not saying I'm one of them. All that being said, I'm gonna stop this stream now. I love you all dearly. Thank you very much for suffering through this with me. Thank you very much for all the donations you gave me. I have this. I think the next fan fiction that I will read will be the one that was suggested to me in the stream. And yeah, basically have a nice evening or morning or midday or whatever time it is where you are, and see you around, cunts.